How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today we're talking about something that is super serious that you have to get ready for the next bull run. You have to be ready for this because otherwise you could lose all your crypto. You could lose everything that you invested. And right now everyone's excited. Bitcoin is going up 20% in 1 week. A lot of other cryptocurrencies are up too. And when you start investing, it's awesome because you start looking at the cryptocurrencies you want to buy and eventually you get the courage to go buy them. It's a little bit difficult at first. You have to figure out what exchange you want to buy on. You have to put money into it. Then you have to actually buy the cryptocurrency. Then you see the price going up and down. And that's it for a little while. That's all you think you have to do. But after being in the game for multiple years, you really should take your cryptocurrency off of the exchanges, which sounds a little bit daunting at first, but it's something you definitely should do because there's a reason they call them exchanges. They're not meant to keep your cryptocurrency for the long term. A lot of them have gone bankrupt over the last couple of years. FTX, one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges in the world, actually really second. It was the second largest exchange in the world, went bankrupt just a year ago. A lot of other exchanges that people loved went bankrupt. There are also other reasons you might want to take your cryptocurrencies off and store them on something like a cold wallet, a cold storage wallet, which is what we're going to talk about today. We're actually going to unveil the new Trezor Safe 3, their newest product, their safest product. But you can also be a victim of a phishing attack. There's so many different kinds of phishing attacks. Spear phishing, similar to what they discussed earlier. This is a targeted form of a scam that is specifically designed for an individual or organization. The person's researched, and the hacker holds some information like the username, company name, and data. Or DNS hijacking. DNS hijacking or domain name system hijacking involves hijacking of authentic websites with the purpose of designing a fake interface by altering the DNS. I mean, we've had a lot of different Twitter accounts be hacked into, whether they're crypto-oriented or just big names, and then people put up cryptocurrency scams, phishing bots, fake browser extensions, whale attacks, ice phishing. Some of this stuff I've never even heard of, to be honest with you, and I definitely don't understand how it all is done. So if you think you're smarter than someone trying to steal money that is well-versed in phishing and is well-versed in coding, be my guest. You can try to evade them forever, but a lot of the time you just think about emails, right? You just think about emails. That's all you're worried about, but you might not pay attention to all the other things that could happen to make you lose your crypto. The average investor also loses way more than the S&P 500. This is just an interesting study. Back in 2018, the S&P 500 fell by about 4.38%, but the average investor was down 9.42%. Over 30 years, the average investor makes just 7.13% versus the S&P 500, which made 10.65%. And a lot of that is due to the investor buying and selling at the wrong time. Having something like a cold storage wallet, which is what we're going through today, and we'll talk about what it is, can stop you from selling because it's just a little bit more difficult. It's not as easy as just going on your phone and then hitting the sell button. You have to transfer. You have to transfer in, transfer out. And it does provide, I think, some safety from your own stupidity. And then also we've seen people get robbed at gunpoint, which is just horrible. But this is something that I think about too a lot because we've been traveling a lot over the last year. If I keep all my cryptocurrency on an exchange, I am one Face ID scan away from having someone get into my wallet. If I have a cold storage wallet, I can leave it wherever I feel safe, wherever I want to leave it, whether it's in a bank, in a safety deposit box, in a safe, under the floorboards, wherever you want. You can keep it there, and then if you're out and about in kind of a sketchy area, you don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars on you at one time. So that's why we're going to talk about the Trezor Safe 3. So Trezor is a partner of the channel. With the code MyFinancialFriend with a capital M, MyFinancialFriend, you can get 15% off of your Trezor Safe 3 or other Trezor devices too. Underneath the video, I would highly suggest doing this because it's the best discount that you can get out there. No one's going to give you a better deal than that because I'm literally giving 100% of my affiliate commission towards the discount. So I make nothing if you sign up and buy this Trezor. I make nothing. Now, Trezor is a partner of the channel, so keep that in mind. I am working with them, but if someone buys a Trezor, I make nothing from it. So if you want, you can use the links underneath the video. All you have to do is put in the code MyFinancialFriend, the voucher, and then you get 15% off. It's as easy as that. Just make sure you spell it correctly with that capital M. Now, the Safe 3 is something new, and I have one right here to unveil, to unbox, but let's walk through what's different about it first. So the main thing that is different from all the other Trezors, and Trezors are, I think, the safest hardware wallet out there, and they're really easy to use. They have over 8,000 different cryptocurrencies. The main difference is this secure element. So the secure element, they say, is the main difference between the Safe 3 and the Model 1 or T. So broadly speaking, the chip performs two key jobs. First, it enhances the physical security of the Trezor Safe 3 by adding a layer of safety to the pin protection mechanism. Second, it plays an important role in verifying the authenticity of your device. The secure element used in Trezor Safe 3 is the Optica Trust M V3. In effect, it is a chip designed to protect highly sensitive information from software and hardware attacks. In the context of hardware wallets, what you really need to protect is your recovery seed. The trick is to design a mechanism in which the secure element doesn't learn your recovery seed, and that's what we've implemented here. The secure element in your TS3 protects your PIN without learning it, which releases a secret stored on the secure element, which in turn protects your recovery seed. So as I understand, and by the way, this is open source, so anyone can take a look at this. I think this is really important. This is a key difference between Trezor and a lot of other wallets. They just make everything open source, so you can go see exactly what they're doing, and you can see that they're not keeping your recovery phrase or your seed phrase, which is huge because that just shows how authentic and how open and honest they are with their products. So this can be a little bit confusing at first. As I understand it, and believe me, I'm no coder here, when you get a Trezor and you're trying to set it up, you set up a PIN and you get a recovery phrase. If you lose your Trezor device, you still have the recovery phrase. If you have the device though with you, all you need is your PIN. Your PIN number then is connected to your recovery phrase. So basically, as I understand, when you put in your PIN, it basically signals that you can get into the device even without the security phrase. The problem is, if someone has your actual wallet with them, they can brute force that PIN phrase or that PIN code. And most people only have a 4 to 6 number PIN code. If it was much longer, there'd be so many different options and possibilities that it would be impossible to brute force, but most people only have 4 or 6 digits. So if you have lost your actual hardware and someone is very skilled, there's a possibility that they can get in. So basically what this is going to do is this Model 3 or Safe 3 is going to make it much safer with that secure element. Now, if you have one of the other models, I still think it's the safest option out there. I think it's safer than other hardware wallets, but of course there's always pros and cons to any kind of security mechanism. So let's take a look at this device. Let's unveil it. Let's unbox it here and see what it looks like. Now, keep in mind, they have actually released several different colors. This is the first time they've done that. They have a cosmic black, a galactic rose, a silver, and a solar gold. And that's just, I think, to help you be able to customize it a little bit more. So when you open it, this is what you get. Let's see if I can get that. It says what happens in your wallet stays in your wallet. Get started. It has the little get started pack with a cord and then the device itself. And it does have an OLED display, which allows for clear, easy, and secure hands-on verification. This makes it even easier to verify and confirm transactions on the Trezor device. Once you open it up, it's really easy to get started. Should always, as you probably know, when you get it, it should be covered in plastic. And then it should also have like this tag that you pull out. And that's just one more way to make sure that's not tampered with. So just make sure that you check all that stuff out ahead of time. When you actually want to set this up, I have a video I'll put on the end screen. I have a full playlist for Trezor videos too. And I'll put the video on how to set this up on the end screen so that way you can get started. I would highly suggest signing up. You can pre-order these right now. They're going to ship in about the next couple weeks, maybe month. But you can get any of the other products as well, the Safe or the Model 1 or the Model T. I would suggest getting the Safe 3 at this point because it is the safest of their products. Although you can go with one of the other ones as well, and I think you're going to be just fine. Now, thank you so much for watching. Again, do your own research. Make sure you're comfortable with whatever you do in crypto and whatever you do in investing. But I would highly suggest checking this out. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.